What's going on, guys? Lucas Ives coming back at you with another video today here. If you guys aren't already a subscriber, welcome to my channel. My name's Lucas Ives, where I make just a ton of fitness videos, ton of fitness advice, diving into deep topics such as this one today. If you guys aren't already a subscriber, please click that subscribe button, leave some comments, let me know what you guys want to see. But without further ado, baby, let's dive into today's video. By the title of today's video, you can probably already tell we're going to be talking about metabolism, how to speed up your metabolism, all the benefits that come with metabolism. Everybody really knows what a metabolism is. It's really just the calories that you burn in a day, and everybody wants a faster metabolism so that you can eat more calories, eat more of that really good tasting food without getting super fat, right? I mean, that's the whole goal here that we're trying to accomplish. So metabolism is really important because it's going to keep you at that healthy weight, that healthy body fat percentage. It's basically going to allow your body to utilize more of the calories that you give it, not store as much as fat. Obviously, we want some of the calories stored as muscle too, which having a higher metabolism is going to help out with. You're also going to have more energy. You're going to feel a lot better, a lot less sluggish. You're going to want to move around more throughout the day and thus burn more calories. So guys, there's kind of different definitions for what your metabolism actually is. For instance, there's your base metabolic rate, which is basically the calories that you burn doing absolutely nothing throughout the day, not accounting for like any physical activities or calories you might be burned walking around, lifting weights, stuff like that throughout the day. So that's what we're going to be focusing on today's video, BMR, or basal metabolic rate. Because guys, obviously we know if you're running around a ton and stuff, that's going to increase your metabolism. It's going to burn more calories just for that day, but we're actually talking about increasing your metabolism when you're just sitting around essentially doing nothing. That's what we really want to elevate here, guys. That's what I'm talking to you guys about today. So the first key point, I'm sure you guys can probably figure this out just by using your own common sense, but I thought it's definitely going to be worth bringing up, and it's to eat foods that will boost your metabolism. So this is going to be like really protein rich foods. Protein actually burns calories just by digesting it. It's one of those foods that has like a thermogenic effect. So just by digesting protein, you're actually going to be burning more calories. So that's just a simple way that you can kind of rev up your metabolism. Hopefully you guys are all in the gym and lifting, so you're already eating an adequate amount of protein. Maybe this advice just isn't for you. This is more for like new people to the channel, but high protein intake, and then also dietary fibers, guys, because your body can't completely digest that like fiber that you eat, so it's going to raise your metabolism as well. So stuff that's high in fiber is going to be like whole grains, vegetables, fruits, just trying to get in all that healthy food. If it's healthy and it's a carbohydrate, it's most likely going to be a lot higher in fiber than just some junk food with a ton of sugar. So you're going to want to consume a lot of protein, a lot of fiber. And then the third thing that you're going to want to really throw into your diet is going to be a ton of water, guys, because if you're drinking water, especially cold water, it's actually going to rev up your metabolism because your body has to, it has to process all that water, and it's just really good for you. It's going to help with your digestion as well, especially like if you're drinking cold water, your body has to heat that up, so that actually burns calories, which is kind of cool. So like a glass of cold water, that's actually going to have some negative calories. So fiber, protein, and a ton of water, especially cold water. Include all of those into your diet right now if you're not already. Hopefully you guys eat like a well-balanced diet and you drink your water. So hopefully this advice doesn't really apply to you, but I just thought it was definitely worth bringing up. All right, guys, and the next thing that you can do to boost your metabolism, this is probably going to have the most profound effect, but it's also kind of the most hard to do, and it's going to be to build muscle / workout. And some of you guys might not know this, but actual muscle that's on your body, that's going to be burning calories throughout the entire day. So if you just put on even 1 pound of muscle onto your body, that's going to burn an extra 30 calories just for being on your body. So the more muscle that you can put on, the actual faster your metabolism is going to be. That's why you see a lot of these bodybuilders, like you guys have probably seen Sam Sulek. If you don't know who that is, he's like a 21-year-old bodybuilder. He's known for going on these infamous bulks where he eats just so many calories. Like he just smokes a 6-pack of like donuts with whole milk, chocolate milk, just 5 times a day. And he can do that because he has so much muscle on his body that his metabolism's so fast that he actually needs to eat above a lot of calories to actually put on even more size and more muscle. So it's kind of a never-ending process. The more muscle that you put on, the more calories then you have to eat to keep putting on muscle, which keeps speeding up your metabolism. And this isn't even to mention the actual activity of lifting weights. When you're actually in the gym lifting weights, you're burning some calories, as well as if you're like walking around and stuff, you're doing some treadmill walking at the gym too, you're actually burning some calories through that too, which is going to speed up your metabolism. But the actual key factor for a high metabolism is going to be more muscle on your body. And also, the more muscle that you have on your actual frame, the less room there is for fat, right? So if you're super jacked and you're eating 3K calories a day, a lot of that's going to go towards maintaining your muscle, keeping your muscles active, versus if you're super obese, eating 3K calories a day, a lot of those calories are just going to maintain your fat. So it's like this kind of, right? You know, let's say this is a scale. Let's say this is your muscle, this is your fat, right? So the more muscle that you're gonna have, the less room there's going to be for your body to put on fat, and like vice versa, you know? The more fat you have, slightly less muscle. So it's kind of like an inverse reaction. So you wanna be building muscle slowly without putting on the fat. So you want to lean bulk, slowly build up the muscle, and in turn, the amount of fat that you're gonna have is going to slightly go down. Just gain the weight slowly if you're bulking without putting on the fat. That's what bodybuilding is after all, guys. It's much muscle as possible with as least amount of fat as possible. So just keep that in mind, guys. So for our third point, we're going to be bringing up lifestyle / habit choices, things that you can do throughout your day-to-day life that you might not think actually impacts your metabolism, but it actually has a slight effect. It's not going to be as much as the other points I mentioned. And stay tuned, guys, because I have a bonus tip at the very end of this video that it's kind of like a more advanced technique that a lot of bodybuilding coaches do to really rev up their clients' metabolism. So we'll talk about that at the end of this video. But guys, for this point right here, I'm talking about getting adequate rest and having an overall healthy lifestyle with low stress, low depression. So good mental health, taking care of your body, getting enough rest and recovery, because you're gonna absolutely destroy your metabolism if you're staying up all night. You know, you're doing a ton of unhealthy stuff, you know, you're drinking a ton of alcohol. It's really not gonna be the best for you. Make sure you're incorporating some healthy stuff throughout your day. You don't just wanna be working like a desk job, getting in no steps at all. So try to get in some steps like that. Also, try not to get too stressed out. Try to keep your mental health in check. If you're struggling with depression or anxiety, it can kind of lead to some weight gain. All right, guys, so some common myths and misconceptions related to metabolism is that some people are just born with a slow metabolism, and this is literally just not true. Like, a lot of obese people like to throw around the term they have a slow metabolism. It actually could not be farther from the truth, because people that weigh a ton, they're actually burning a lot of calories just by sitting around and really not doing too much. So the more you weigh, the faster your metabolism is generally going to be. Obviously, that weight is all fat. It still is going to speed up your metabolism, but it's definitely not ideal. Nobody wants to be a chunky 200 pounds. They want to be like a lean, ripped 200 pounds. And there is slight differences there. Lean, ripped 200 pounds, you can have a faster metabolism than a fat person that's 200 pounds. But either way, you're still going to be having to eat a lot of calories to maintain like a super high body weight. Using that as an excuse as to why you can't lose weight, saying your metabolism's slow and that's why you can't lose weight. That's not true. You're not just born with a slow metabolism. It's the stuff you do throughout the day, like not working out, not having much muscle, not moving around a lot, eating a lot of like sugars and other foods that are easily stored as body fat, you know, not drinking enough water. That's really the stuff that's slowing down your metabolism. It's not actually your genetics. So if you're one of those people watching this video and you think you're just born with a slow metabolism, I'm here to tell you that's not true. You can fix it. Put some muscle on your frame. It's gonna work wonders for you. Get in a gram of protein per pound of your body weight, drink a ton of fluids, make sure you're resting, live a healthy lifestyle, guys. So yes, that's one of the main myths that people associate with metabolism. Now, for my personal most favorite tip that a lot of bodybuilding coaches use to speed up their clients' metabolism, here it is, guys. Can I get a drum roll, please? It's going to be getting down to a low body fat percentage. Nothing too crazy. You don't have to go below 10% or even like maybe 15% for some people. And then slowly, you can bump up the calories after you get done cutting. But then from there, when you're bulking, gain not even a pound a week. Once you're not gaining any more weight, you can throw in more calories. So gain weight super slowly and slowly raise up the calories. The key is you want to be raising the calories as much as you can while gaining as little weight as you can. And this is actually going to train your body to get used to ramping up its metabolism. It's gonna like rev up your metabolism. That's why so many of these bodybuilding coaches, you see like their clients cutting on like 3K calories, not doing cardio. Like, you know, you can watch some of Anthony Mantello's videos. His coach, Kyle, he's really good at doing this for his clients. In order to do this, you're gonna have to track calories, and you're obviously going to have to be on point with your weight training, and you're gonna have to be monitoring your weight really closely, because you pretty much wanna gain mostly muscle, very little amount of fat. So this is going to let you eat more and more calories. You're gonna slowly rev up the calories as your body weight starts to like plateau, you know. So let's say you get done cutting, right? You bump up your calories to like 300 above maintenance, okay? You do that for like a week, maybe you gain like half a pound. You do that for another week, maybe you gain like 0.4 of a pound. And then you might bump up the calories by like 100 more. And you know, you can keep doing this, keep bumping up the calories as long as you're not getting fat. It's gonna prime you for your cut too. So then after you get done with your bulk and you go into a cut, you'll be able to eat way more calories. It's a cool trick that not a lot of people talk about. A lot of coaches use it to help their clients compete in like bodybuilding shows so that they can eat a lot more calories when they cut, get a lot more ripped, and they can bulk eating a lot more calories. That's why a lot of people bulking for like an extended period of time, even when they seem pretty lean, they complain about being super full, right guys? And that's just because they've revved up their metabolism from slowly bulking. It's not the easiest thing to do. It's going to require very careful monitoring of your caloric intake, along with how fast you're gaining weight so that you can make changes. It's not an easy thing to do without a coach, but you definitely can do it. If you have any more questions about that, ask me in the comments. I'll try to explain how I have been kind of doing it. So I'm just gonna kind of sum up the main points here. So we had 4 key main points, right? The first one being your diet, getting enough water, enough protein, enough dietary fiber. The foods you eat can help speed up your metabolism. And then the second point was adding on more muscle to your frame. Muscle burns 30 calories per pound that you add on to your frame, which is quite a lot. So just think about if you added on 30 pounds of muscle, how many more extra calories you'd be burning a day just by doing nothing. Our third point was just overall living a healthy lifestyle, getting enough sleep, managing your stress levels, having good mental health, doing things throughout the day that kind of keep you moving, that are good for you too. Walking's super good for you, cardio super good for you, stuff like that. And then our fourth point, our more advanced point, was obviously training yourself to intake more and more calories and slowly putting on muscle so that you can eat more and more food and then keep that rate of weight gain going. So those were the 4 key points that I had for you guys for how to speed up your metabolism. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I think that's going to conclude the video for today, guys. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna create videos like this every single week, giving out kind of niche topics in bodybuilding and stuff like that. Also, leave any comments with questions, any topics that you have, any recommendations for future video, guys. I read all those comments and I like to see them, kind of makes my day. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, baby.